we're on it. That's Neil Everett.
Yes.
I'm Stan Verrett. Let's get started in Dallas. Lakers there to take on the Mavericks, but one player who made the trip with L.A. didn't suit up for the game.
Yeah, Anthony Davis was injured, so Kyle Kuzma got his second start of the night, and he put on quite a show. If they're shopping Kyle Kuzma, he presented himself well, or he presented himself well to stick around in Dallas.
I guess it was fair, though. Dallas didn't have Kristaps Porzingis again, so they were missing a key big man.
Well, yeah, and they talk about that the Lakers need another 3 guy. It looked like Dallas needed another 2 guy tonight with no Porzingis. LeBron James with George Sedano. How about we start the show with that, huh?
We're here with LeBron James. LeBron, 35 for you tonight in attack mode early without AD out there. What was your mindset tonight?
Just be aggressive. Try to set the tone for our offense and defense. You know, it's a big loss for us, to start the game without having AD. And nobody can make up for what he do, both offensively and defensively. So we all had to pick up our individual games, and it's a good whirlwind for us.
Kuz had 24 and 6 in AD's absence. How do you feel he fared tonight? What was the best part of his game?
His patience. Got his shot going early. Continue to be patient. He's still such a young player, but he's continued to learn and getting better and better with every minute, every second that he's out on the floor. So we needed that boost from him with AD out.
LeBron, in your illustrious career, we're at kind of the milestone level now. Last time we spoke, you were 9th on the assist list. Tonight, you passed Michael Jordan, 4th on the field goals made list. What does that stuff mean to you right now?
Anytime you're in a marathon and you're able to, have, feats throughout that marathon, I think it's just pretty cool to be linked with the greats. You said the name Michael Jordan, and, it means so much to me anytime I'm linked with his name, with his greatness and what he was able to do for the game. So, hopefully I'll continue to make him and all the other greats proud anytime I'm linked with them, and hopefully I'll continue to make my family and my fans proud as well.
And speaking of greats, a young great, this is the last opportunity you'll get to play Luka Doncic, at least in the regular season. What is it like to compete against him in these 4 opportunities this season?
I think he's a great young talent, like you just said. The kid's been playing professional basketball for a long time, so he's been playing against men, and he shows it. He shows it in just his early career in the NBA. His skill set, his ability to pass, score, rebound, and just be cerebral out on the floor with him handling the ball so much for this franchise is pretty cool, and he's well above his age. So Dallas definitely has a great one, and best of luck to him to the rest of the season and going forward.
LeBron, I know you were a little under the weather, so get better. Congratulations and thank you.
I appreciate it.
All right, guys, back to you.
All right, it's fun.
Sportsnet Lakers, driven by your Southern California Honda dealers, Chris McGee, Mike Bresnan, James Worthy, Robert Ory. The Lakers win their 7th in a row on a night where AD does not play. They win the season series with the Mavs 3-1. And all the talk the last couple of days, Luka versus LeBron. Well, LeBron absolutely dominated, 35 points. Season high 16 rebounds, 7 assists, only 32 minutes. That's doing work.
That's efficiency at his best. Think about it, he was in attack mode. Sometimes he can sit back and shoot those threes, but tonight he went out, was in attack mode, getting to the hole, getting to the paint, being very active. The thing that's not going to get talked about is what he did in that zone. I was very impressed with him playing center in that zone and being active, defensively talking to people, getting people involved in defense and keeping them engaged, because it's hard sometimes when you're not used to playing the zone. You have to have someone in the back line of that defense talking to everybody. He was playing out of position, too, because the bigs were in foul trouble tonight.
Big game. When you hear that line 35, 16, and 7, that takes some guys a week. 32 minutes.
Yeah, don't compare Luka to me yet. You know what I mean?
Still his league, big game.
He's 20, and I'm still decaying around here. But, yeah, I mean, in the absence of AD, LeBron he's proven that he knows how to lead, and he knows how to do whatever the team needs. But I thought the small ball, we got a good look at what small ball could possibly look like with Kuz in the starting lineup. And, they did a pretty good job all over tonight. I just was impressed with how they attacked early and never let up. That was a good sustain.
So let me get this right. No AD tonight. And all the Lakers do in the first half is score 79 points. The most they've had in the first half since 1989. Guys, that was 31 years ago.
Big game.
That was amazing. I don't even know what I was doing in 1980.
You were dominating Buckley High School.
I was.
And Big Game was playing for the Lakers.
I was dropping.
Alabama,
numbers.
you were going to Alabama as a freshman. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, his history on a night when AD doesn't even play. I mean, what more could you ask for from this franchise? If you're a Laker fan, if you're in the Laker front office, this is a stellar performance tonight without one of their best players, obviously.
Dominant performance from start to finish. Let's go back to Dallas. Kyle Kuzma's with Allie Clift.
All right, thanks so much, Peter. Kuz, when you look at the way this game played out, you guys put up the most points in a first half this season with 79. You frustrate Luka so much that he rips his jersey. There were texts, flagrants, ejections. What was the key for you guys to close this one out?
I think Avery Bradley set the tone for us on Luka. You know, every game that Avery has played versus him, he's kind of, routed him a little bit, and we just fed off that. But, outside of him setting the tone, I think defensively, we just did a good job of just keying in on what we had to do and, sticking to the game plan. And, offensively, we had one of our best first quarters, and, so high start.
It's one thing to win without one of your superstars in Anthony Davis, but the way in which you guys got the job done, what was the message before you even took the floor?
It's the next man up mentality. That doesn't mean, me or anything. It means, everybody collectively has to, raise their level of play, and everybody did that on the defensive end, offensive end, and, we just did a great job of having a team win. So
you were a big part of that. 26 for you, Kuz. You wasted no time. Frank told me before the game you were going to get big minutes. You found that rhythm early. What were you seeing offensively?
I just feel like anytime I get big minutes, I'm a rhythm player, and when I have a chance to continue to get a rhythm, my game shows.
How do you keep this rhythm going as a team against a Thunder squad tomorrow night who's been playing very well?
Thunder been playing great. Three dynamic guards they have, and for us, it's all about the defensive end. It's a quick trip back to back, but can't make no excuses, and we just got to get it done.
Kuz, I appreciate your time.
Yeah, thanks.
Get back to you.
All right, thank you so much. That matters. Big shot for Danny Green.
The present. That's all that matters. If you get into a rhythm, it takes the time sometimes coming into a new situation and learning press, because you got to think of Danny Green played a lot more consistent minutes than all the previous teams until now. If you look at the way his minutes are, they're up and down. He's in the game first quarter. He's in the game third quarter, some fourth quarter. And so sometimes that plays a toll on how you get a rhythm of the game. And once he gets a rhythm, I think he can go a little bit better. And the best thing about him is once he gets in a rhythm, he's one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA.
James, how important are glue guys like Danny Green to a team with championship aspirations?
Extremely important, because they have the know-how. They've been there, they've done that. They're poised, they don't panic. We've seen Danny Green hit shots with 2 seconds, and he'll pump fake 1 second and calmly knock a shot down. Yep. And to Rob's point, sometimes the minutes, they fluctuate, but veteran players know how to find their way back to the game quicker than, say, a younger player. Like Kuz is finding his way back. Veteran players know how to do it a little quicker, and they can do it at a moment's notice and knock down big shots and score. So I think he's finding his way back into the rhythm. The more he's on the court, the more effective he'll be.
Hey, guys, remember in June, the Lakers secured Anthony Davis, and it's like, okay, who can you add to him a week or so later in free agency? One of the names we brought up continually, you guys weren't here, you have your nice offseason, but Peter and I, in the summer shows, a lot of Danny Green talk, and he has definitely been that guy who can hit the threes. He landed with such a splash, had the huge opening night against the Clippers, and Laker fans should know by now, this guy's not going to be a 20-point-a-night scorer. That's just never been his MO, but he can hit threes at big times, and it's starting to happen for sure.
Yeah, and the video you just saw right there was all the way back on November 1st when Danny Green hit the three to tie the game and send it overtime. It's kind of the Lakers' first big road win and his signature moment for that this season so far. All right, let's go inside access. From one shooter to another, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He's been lighting it up from three. Last 26 games, he's averaging 11 points per, 50% from the field, 48% from three. He's now 10th overall in the entire league on the season at 43.3%. Really impressive. And it seems like KCP has really started to embrace that role. Play hard, play defense, hit the three, Rob. Gotta give him a lot of credit.
You know, I think he finally found a way to block out the noise. And once he got in the starting role, it kind of gave him the opportunity to go out and play his game. I know a lot of fans out there were wondering why we have this guy here, why we paying this guy all this money. But the guy is a great defensive player. You know, sometimes you just got to find a way. And people don't understand, like I said earlier, it's difficult sometimes to figure your role out when you got superstars that dominate the ball. And when you get a chance to take those shots like he's taking, you got to make the best of it. I know from speaking with him, he's been putting a lot of extra work in getting up threes, trying to make sure he makes his craft a little bit better, and it's paying off.
You know what impressed me, Rob? When they moved him back to the bench, I for one was like, I don't know if how he will respond. He's been great.
Yeah, I was impressed with that as well, and a tribute to his teammates for supporting him. He had a really rough start, and he could have faded a lot of times and been inconsistent, but he stuck in there. Bradley went down. He stepped into that role, and when he went to the bench, he didn't fade away. He stood right in there, and he's young. A lot of times you think of Pope as like 32, 33. I think he's like 26 or something like that. So he's still a